Greetings, boys and ghouls. Tune in every week this October as Flavorcast celebrates Halloween.
Excuse me, we'd like 2 tickets for 2 adults, please.
You don't look like adults to me.
We are.
Whatever you say, boys. But I have to warn you, this ain't no ordinary picture.
Flavorcast presents a midnight double feature. Red Licorice, Black Licorice.
This is scary, but kinda cool too.
If you're feeling kinda freaky and you're craving something new, Flavorcast has got a double feature for you. Red and black together make a devilish twist. We're at the midnight movie and we're drinking licorice. Licorice soda coming at you tonight. Licorice soda drinking up for you tonight.
Jesse!
Oh my god, are you excited? I know I'm excited. Guess what?
What?
I mean, you know what already because we're gonna record an episode about it. But guess what? Anyway, guess what? Guess
licorice?
what? No. I mean, don't guess. When people say "guess what," they don't actually want you to guess. They you just say "guess what" and you go "what," and then I go, "Okay." So you remember that? Remember how in the first Halloween episode, how I said I was really sad because Jones Soda in 2013, the best year for Halloween flavors, they made a licorice flavored Halloween soda, red licorice flavored.
Yes.
And they don't make it anymore.
Yes.
Well, they still don't make it anymore. But another company makes a red licorice soda. They have stores. So they make a red licorice soda, and not only that, they make a black licorice soda.
So this is going to be
This is from Rocket Fizz.
Rocket Fizz sodas.
And they are located in, well, the factory is in Camarillo, California.
And there's a few stores in LA.
Yeah, there's stores all over the country, I think.
It's a great place for flavor heads.
It's so great.
A lot of ton of unique, cool flavors.
Butter flavored soda, pickle flavored soda, wintergreen flavored soda, cookie dough flavored soda. What else? Ranch. Well, they got all the
peanut butter,
Lester's Fixins, peanut butter jelly sandwich, ranch dressing, bacon, corn. What else? They got s'mores flavored soda, marshmallow flavored soda. They have 500 sodas, I think.
Rocket Fizz, great place for flavor heads. And another great place for flavor heads is this podcast, which is Flavorcast, and I'm Adam.
I'm Jesse.
And
we kind of let the cat out of the bag a little early.
Today do we have any housekeeping?
I don't think so. We got we got this licorice soda, and we're gonna drink it.
Let's get right into it then.
Rocket Fizz is a great place. The one in Burbank, California. Burbank is a very Halloweeny neighborhood.
That's true.
They have 3 Halloween stores that they're like Spirit, but they're better because the lights are low and dim, and it's kind of like a haunted house vibe when you go into the store. And it's open year-round, not just on Halloween. It's called Halloween Town. And then they got a spooky occult magic shop. And then they have a toy store. And they have Rocket Fizz, a candy store.
I think they also have like an alternative gothy store too, right? Kind of like Hot Topic but cooler. Or like old Hot Topic.
They have it's a place for the Halloween lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's where all the haunted houses are every year.
Oh, yeah, so that's something that's really cool about Los Angeles is there's tons of haunted mazes and haunted houses that people do here. And a lot of them are done by people in the special effects industry. So there's some pretty cool haunts.
Most of them are in Burbank, I feel like.
Many of them are in Burbank because there's a lot of industry stuff in Burbank.
A lot of special effects people in Burbank.
Yeah, and so I'll post some links to different haunts you can go to on the Twitter. I may have already posted them by the time you listen to this episode because I don't want you to miss them.
Yeah, if you live in the area, check out the haunted houses in Burbank. It's so Halloweeny in Burbank. It's where
I feel like there's a joke in there. Like, Burbank is so Halloweeny that...
How Halloweeny is it?
It's so Halloweeny that the trick-or-treaters...
They don't even go trick-or-treating. They just stay home. Because they're already living in Halloween.
That's why you're the comedian and I'm the friend of comedian.
I'll say this. For all this Halloweeny talk, these are not Halloween-branded sodas.
No, they're not.
This is a recreation of a previous Halloween flavor from 2013. But it's better than a recreation because not only do we have red licorice, we got black licorice. This is an expansion. I would argue that why is red licorice a Halloween flavor? Why does it feel right?
Well, there's the blood red color.
The red color, I mean, the red and black together is a great Halloweeny combo. Red and black is like a devil color. You know, the classic devil costume.
Yeah, that's true. The black is the goatee.
Yeah. And the cape and all that. And the red is... I mean, red is also so close to orange. It has the black and orange Halloween look to it. The label itself is kind of orangey. The soda is red, but the label is kind of orangey on the red licorice.
So is there something else about licorice that's Halloweeny?
I think so. It's because the logic to me that Jones was using when they came up with that idea was, okay, candy corn's a Halloween flavor. What's another candy that isn't branded that people don't eat that much of regularly? You know, and they're like red licorice, and that you don't that's not already like a flavor that you see a lot of. Like we see cotton candy flavor, we see bubblegum flavor, but what's like a weird flavor, that candy flavor you don't see a lot of? And red licorice fits the bill. Same with candy corn. What's it like? I wonder if there's a third unpopular candy that we could make into a Halloween flavor unofficially. Circus peanuts, maybe not.
No.
Smarties. Smarties flavor would be awful.
Maybe something that you would get at the movies.
Like
a horror
red licorice.
Movie. So yeah, that's true.
That's another thing about this. It's perfect because when you go to the movies, you get your little red vines. Some people like to drink their soda through the red vine like a straw, and they eat the popcorn, and they're like. To me, this is such a movie flavor. It's perfect for a midnight kind of campy horror, you know, drive-in slasher film, drinking the red licorice. It's consistent with that Burbank lifestyle.
Does licorice have any sort of medicinal properties?
Probably.
So, you have wait.
So, I guess we should pour this and we should examine the bottles.
Okay, yeah.
And I have a little surprise that I'm going to whip out after we try the soda.
So we already talked about the packaging.
Well, we didn't talk about it that much. There's a little kid on a rocket ship. It's retro looking. It looks like something from the 60s, like kind of like a little family circus looking kid.
He's on a rocket. He's holding the soda. He's got bubbles coming out of that rocket that's propelling him in a circle around the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the ingredients are the same for each one, right?
I'll do one and you do one.
Okay.
Carbonated water.
Carbonated water.
Sugar. Citric acid. Sodium benzoate. Preservative.
Sodium benzoate. Preservative.
Caramel color.
Gum acai acacia.
Oh, yours doesn't have caramel color in it?
No.
Okay. After caramel color, I have gum acacia.
Gum acacia. Natural flavor.
Natural and artificial flavor.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I was the black licorice, by the way.
Yeah, I'm reading red licorice. And then I got red 40.
Okay,
what do you got? You got no color?
No color,
But it's pitch black. How could there be no color in the black licorice soda?
It's natural flavor.
But licorice itself isn't black. It's like a plant. It's like a leaf. It's green.
Rocket Fizz, answer for yourself.
Rocket Fizz, why is it pitch black with no colored ingredients at all? I don't know. So the reason why this is natural flavor, black is natural flavor, and red is natural and artificial, because black licorice is licorice, and red licorice is not licorice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black licorice contains licorice from the licorice plant, and red licorice does not. This is probably just natural licorice from the licorice root or whatever.
That's cool.
Red licorice is a weird fake chemical red, kind of, is it supposed to be cherry? We don't even know what it is. It's just like weird red. It's such a unique flavor. It's like kind of oily, kind of salty, kind of plasticky.
All right.
Red rubbery.
You got me worked up.
All
Let's
right.
try these flavors.
What do you think? Red vines? Do you like red vines? Which do you like better, black or red licorice in general?
It's tough. I feel like different... Do we need a bottle opener for that?
We'll do red first.
Is that a twist off?
That's twist off.
Okay.
Smell that.
All right.
Smells a little fruity. Fruitier than I would expect from red licorice.
I feel like, okay, in terms of red licorice, black licorice, I respect black licorice more than red licorice.
But you like red licorice more.
It's like gourmet versus junk food, right?
Right?
You take the black licorice to the symphony, you take the red licorice to the horror movie.
The horror movie. I think you take them both to the horror movie. Cause
Yeah, and I'm not making some sort of metaphor there. I'm talking about the literal soda where you take the soda itself.
the red food coloring is very strong. So we're gonna try red first. Black is very hard to screw up. Red could go wrong in so many ways because it's so much more of a difficult flavor to capture.
Smells bizarre.
Okay, I'm ready.
Right,
Let's do it.
Thumbs up.
They did it. They did it.
It's good.
They got the flavor. I can taste the oily, plasticky flavor. That was the part I was the most concerned about.
It's good. So, are we gonna...
Let's so we're gonna unveil a new feature here on Flavorcast.
Flavor pairing.
Flavor pairing! Whoop, whoop,
Flavor
whoop,
pairing,
whoop, whoop,
flavor
whoop.
pairing.
We got a big bucket of movie theater style popcorn covered in that fake butter artificial topping. So when you go to the movies and you get the red vines and you shove the popcorn in your mouth with the red vines and they mix together, we're gonna try and recreate that.
It's good. It's a good pairing.
The good pairing.
I feel like I'm at the movies.
And if you could another pairing you could do is you could get a red vine and use it as a straw. Or a black vine. Well, actually, black licorice red vines are still called red vines. It's kind of funny.
It's the brand.
Does red vines also make red ropes?
I don't know.
Red ropes kind of aren't as good as red vines. What do you think? You can't find them anywhere, practically.
I don't know what... red ropes! I remember those.
Red ropes are like 2 feet long. They're like super leathery. Mm-hmm. They're just like cords.
Yeah.
Red vines are twisty and hollow. Red ropes are smooth and solid.
I don't think you can compare them.
I never see them around anymore. Where did they go?
I don't know.
Red roper, let Ebert come over.
Where?
That was a triple reference. That was a red rope, Ebert and Roper reference. 3 references in one.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah. No, I've been planning it for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Twizzlers versus Red Vines.
Red vines. Twizzlers. Sorry, Twizzlers. No thank you.
It's not even licorice, Twizzlers.
Red vines aren't licorice either.
Okay.
Unless it has licorice in it. Black licorice is the only real licorice.
Should we give it a try?
Yeah, speaking of black, I think it's time to graduate to the more... We started with the lighter flavor, and now we're going to the darker, more pungent flavor.
More mature.
Red licorice is for kids. Black licorice is for grown-ups. Wow, this one is kind of hard to...
So we're at the part of the movie.
Oh, this smells so good. It smells natural.
If the red licorice is like the opening to the movie where it introduces the happy 80s family and like you kind of see the rapport between the you know, the sister and the brother.
Yeah.
They're fighting, but they love each other. Parents are kind of goofy. And then what part of the movie is when the black licorice...
I think when the monster shows up and starts killing people. Or maybe it's not an evil monster, maybe it's a nice monster. We're about to find out when you taste it, I guess.
All right.
I am fully in favor of red and black licorice being adopted as Halloween flavors.
Official Flavorcast position. Red and black licorice are Halloween flavors.
At least they should be. You know, when you play Candyland, who's the scariest guy on the board? It's Lord Licorice.
Oh.
He kind of looks like Dracula, you know?
I always thought the gooey guy was scariest.
The gooey guy, Gloppy?
Yeah, the really gooey.
Because you get stuck in him and drown.
Ooh, wow, it smells it smells like licorice.
It's so black.
You can't really, I put it up to the light, you can barely see through it.
I just inhaled some of the aroma through my mouth, and I can already taste the licorice particles. This one's going to be good.
All right, sit.
That's really nice, actually. Like a Jägermeister.
It's good. I mean, it's as advertised.
I think it got a little warm while we were prepping our recording and stuff. Stand by for ice. Stand by for ice. Thank you for your patience. I had to pause to get ice cubes because I want this baby cold. It deserves to be cold. Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to go well with ice cubes because I could have it a little more watered down than it is.
Yeah, it's very thick and syrupy. It has a great flavor. It almost tastes like licorice flavored cola.
It does go really well with the buttery popcorn.
So, it's hard to pick a winner here.
Black licorice for me.
Yeah, it's a really tough call. I think if red were a little less acidic, it would be no contest. Red could be a little less acidic. Black could be a little less syrupy.
Agreed.
But they're both good. I'm going to call it a tie.
I would say I would also like the black. I could. Okay, soda's supposed to be sweet, yeah, but I feel like it would benefit from being less sweet and a little bit more medicinal tasting.
I thought the black one was incredibly medicinal tasting.
I say go even farther with that.
Make it more medicinal.
Hey, I'm sorry for. Have you had people complain to you about the chomping and the smacking? And...
No, nobody complained.
Okay, well, this is the most chompy and smacky episode we've had so far since we got this
Because
popcorn.
we got the popcorn. It's worth it.
Yeah,
For us, anyway.
Yeah, it's not something we're gonna change.
Yeah, popcorn and soda is the perfect horror movie companion. I used to always get kettle corn and Jones soda and watch some sleazy horror movie alone in my room in high school. We already talked about that in the last episode. We're talking about it again. Wait, and you already know my favorite horror films are Freddy Krueger movies.
Oh yeah.
I also like Silent Night, Deadly Night. That was a good one. That was the Santa Claus one. Hellraiser.
Classic. I just watched it the other day.
Have you ever seen Hellraiser 3? I like the sequels when they start to get really stupid. Those are my favorites.
I haven't seen past 2. I like 2 a lot too. And I actually read the novella it was based off of this week as well, which was good.
So you know more about Hellraiser than I do.
Well, I mean...
You read a book. I didn't read nothing.
It's very short and...
Wait.
It's just the first movie, basically.
So for the listeners, the Hellraiser monsters are called Cenobites. Mm-hmm. And they're kind of like Garbage Pail Kids to me. There's like Pinhead, he's got a head full of nails, you know? And then there's like, I got my eyes stapled shut. I'm called like Blinky, right?
That guy's creepy.
And in the third one, they started making, like Garbage Pail Kids, you can just make more and more.
Right.
In the third one, they had one with like a CD player, like in his belly, and like he shoots CDs out of his mouth that like chop people's heads off. It's like, I'm CD. Because, you know, it was the 90s and CDs were cool.
Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it. CDs, terrible. DVDs, terrible. Blu-rays, terrible. Put them in a freaking cartridge, people.
A cartridge of what?
In plastic. Fine, the discs are fine. But one little scratch and it's ruined.
I see.
If you put it in a plastic cartridge, like a tape.
Like a VHS
or a VHS.
Nintendo game.
Perfectly fine. You don't have to impress us with your crappy, like, lasery looking technology. Like, nobody cares.
That's a good point. I'm very pro CD, but I do not like how easily destroyed they are.
Yeah.
But Hellraiser 3.
Okay, sorry.
Check. It's a good one. The plot of Hellraiser 3 is that there's this guy. He's a nightclub owner. He's like, I want to have the hottest, coolest nightclub in all of Miami or wherever they are. And like Pinhead's like, I can help with that.
Wait,
make it a monster. Make it monster nightclub. And he's like, ooh, yeah.
They're not genies. They're not evil genies.
They're kind of like genies. I think. I'm kind of remembering it not 100% accurate, but that's the gist of it. The message was basically like, "Hey, you want a cool nightclub? How about we'll get the coolest DJ in all of hell? The CD monster shoots CDs at you." Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, this is 3 and on.
So I never saw anything past 3. I saw one that was like 7 or something. It was
Yeah. I mean, the original one, it's this guy, he's sick of, he's had every earthly pleasure he can think of, and so he contacts the Cenobites because he has this puzzle box, that if he solves it, he hears that he can, have the ultimate pleasure experience. But then he finds out that the Cenobites' definition of pleasure is a little bit different than his. And
he doesn't like it? I thought he enjoys it.
No, he's tortured and well, it's really gruesome. He's not a family-friendly movie.
He's not a masochist. No. If your horror movie is family-friendly, it's not a real horror movie.
But nobody is, even a masochist wouldn't like what their version of pleasure is.
It's just getting ripped apart.
Yeah, it's hell. It's hell.
I think does Hocus Pocus count as a horror movie? That's family-friendly.
I don't know.
Hocus Pocus has gotten in the last couple of years just like a huge resurgence and huge following.
Are they doing a remake?
I hope not.
Like a show or something?
I don't think so. I think it's just people like it again, and you can buy Hocus Pocus T-shirts at the mall. It's great.
Ernest scared silly.
I thought you were gonna say scared because you said Ernest scared Ernest Scared Stupid. I'll tell you what, they should call that movie Jesse Scared Stupid because it scared me.
Dude, that scared me so much. It scared me so much. The trolls.
Yeah.
I was so scared of that movie when I watched it.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like thinking like, if I could be anyone in that movie, I would be the kid who worked at the convenience store because they had the least scary moments with the trolls.
Yeah, and they also had access to all the milk, which killed the trolls. So if you're in a store, you're always safe. Well, I think we've covered this soda pretty thoroughly. I would say I recommend it if you live near a Rocket Fizz. If you live near a Rocket Fizz, don't stop with licorice soda. You've got hundreds of sodas to choose from, and we'll definitely go back there for future episodes.
My closing thoughts are, if red licorice and black licorice soda sounds like something you would like, pick it up because you will like it.
You will like it. You'll like finding out whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and if you're a flavor head who's like, okay, it doesn't sound good, but I like trying things, this is something to try.
Flavor heads are really, we don't care if it's good or bad. We just want to know.
Right, but it's nice to know if something's going to be disappointing or not.
Right. Disappointing is if it doesn't. It's got to try.
It's a mediocre experience.
Mediocrity we do not tolerate. But I'll say, this is my closing statement. Jones, you guys, I have a lot of respect for you guys. Like, seriously. You have some great flavors. You've done a lot for the flavor community over the years by releasing fun stuff. We all know your credits. But the Halloween, you've really backslided on Halloween big time, and you know what I'm talking about. Blood orange is not a Halloween flavor, it's a Halloween pun. And I'll never know if whose red licorice soda is better. I want to say, I think Jones might have had a better one. But we'll never know unless you bring it back. So we'll bring it back, we'll taste it side by side with Rocket Fizz, and we'll know who the true king of red licorice soda is. But until then, this is the winner by default.
Alright, Jones, you heard it.
You heard it, Jones. Anyway.
Alright.
That's that.
Flavor on, flavor heads.
Flavor on.
This concludes part 4 of the Flavorcast October Halloween Spooktacular.
Hey guys, this is Flavorcast. Thanks for listening.
I got a flavor for you. It's called sour green. Shut up and die!
No!
Hey there, kiddos. It's your old pal, Freddy. You like what you hear? Why not subscribe? And check out the Twitter page at Flavorcast, where you can find all kinds of interesting facts and pictures and stuff. You can even leave a voice message at speakpipe.com/Flavorcast. Emphasis on slash.
Halloween horror movie recommendations for this Halloween. I liked The Ritual. Not funny, but a great Great movie on Netflix.
Are we only doing movies that are coming out this year?
No, anytime.
Anytime?
It came out last year, I think.
Oh man, so many. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6, Freddy's Dead, it's not a good movie, okay, but it's the funnest one because it's the one where Freddy doesn't even try to be scary anymore. He just makes funny faces at the camera and smiles. He's almost like a character on a kids show. It's the one where he plays Atari. Well, we'll post an animated GIF on it on the Twitter.
Great graphics.
Great graphics. I love Freddy because he kills kids, and when they make these movies, like, so what do kids like? Huh? Like, oh, they like video games, and they're like, oh, how about a video game that kills them? And it's like, well, you know, what else do they like? Oh, they like skateboarding. And it's like, hey, how you like to skateboard, huh? How about a skateboard to hell? You know, it's that kind of. We need a Freddy Krueger movie for this day and age, I think. You know, how's this for an emoji? I'm gonna write it. I am.
You should do it. Drag Me to Hell is a humorous horror movie by Sam Raimi, who did The Evil Dead.
I've heard of this Drag Me to Hell.
It's great. A woman gets cursed by a gypsy, and hijinks ensue.
I mentioned Silent Night already on the episode. It's about the evil Santa. That's a good one. Silent Night Part 2 is also, Silent Night Part 2, 75% of that movie's runtime is just reused footage from Silent Night Part 1. But it does come with it's just them recapping what happened in the first movie. It's just a clip show of a movie. But then at the very end, the last 15 minutes, he's like, and now that that's all happened, I'm gonna break out and go on a rampage. And he's not even dressed like Santa, and he shoots a guy taking out the garbage. It's kind of a meme.